Hey Gemini, it's your girl Belladonna Krishana from the Belladonna Curio here with your mid-month reading. So, I first of all want to start off by saying thank you so much for all the likes and comments and subscriptions. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I am really excited to be here on this journey with you, especially through this next year. And I don't take it for granted that you guys are here watching my video. So thank you so much. So, I was concentrating on your guys' energy, and I decided to pull a few cards just to kind of help with the energies that I was sort of feeling, in the moment. And basically, so here's how we're gonna start. And usually I use my other deck, but I felt like my deck that I typically use for readings was the most appropriate one. Speaking of readings, almost forgot. So in case you guys do want a reading, actually let me move this so that the it's not so bright behind me. In case you guys do want a personalized reading, you can always contact me. My contact information is in the description down below. Also, if you decide that you want to donate, you absolutely can do that as well. My donation information, my PayPal, is actually in the description box below as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first card that I pulled for you guys was the Eight of Cups in reverse. And so this card says to me that there is an energy of perhaps wanting to move on from a situation, and also knowing that for whatever reason it's just not time to do that yet. There's still more to be gathered where you are, that the time is coming up. Everything works in cycles, and the cycle where you are is going to end or is ending soon, but it's just not time for you to just throw everything out and just go right now. Right now, there's still some other piece that needs to be collected from where you are. Um, right now would be, the Mercury retrograde's coming up on Wednesday. And so right now it probably be a perfect time for you to actually manifest what this next season's going to look like. And that's completely up to you because you have the Magician card here. So the Magician card comes up and says, however you want the future to look like is completely up to you. And also through like positive affirmation, for some of you who want to do like vision boards, you can do that as well. But there is this energy of it's up to you how this next chapter looks like. It's you can take all the information that you've gathered and you can actually put that together in understanding what is going to look best for you, or what's going to be authentic to you. Or you can actually stay kind of stuck in a place of depression and confusion and things like that, and then the next cycle is going to look exactly like that. So right now is the time, especially during the Mercury retrograde, for you to gain clarity about what it is that you want. The energy that you have around you is the Ace of Pentacles. And so this could speak of a beneficial financial situation. This could speak of a situation where you are in a relationship that also has its own sort of equal weight, feeling of fulfillment. Um, that all the energy is there, but that's all up to you. You are the magician. You have all the tools that you need for your future to look like, whatever you want it to look like, or whatever you desire it to look like. Sometimes, and what I mean by desiring for it to look like and choosing a bad situation is, the energy that you have cultivated is what's going to be attracted to you. And so if you've cultivated this energy of negativity, that's what's going to be attracted to you in this next cycle. And this Ace of Pentacles turns from being a beneficial financial situation to one that's a bit corrupt, you know, like blood money corrupt. you know and so, if you've cultivated the energy of really working on yourself and really, making sure that all the foundation is laid for you to get to where you want to get to. I always like to think of the story of Cinderella, and not Cinderella herself, but the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother, when she turns the pumpkin into a carriage, uses something that already exists. She already has the tools to make what she wants to make. She doesn't bring these things out of thin air. She actually uses the things around her to transmute them and to create them into something that's going to be beneficial for her to give to Cinderella so she can go to the ball. And so that's what the magician energy is about. It's about that. It's about using the tools there to be able to do that. So I am going to pull a few more cards from this deck. I'm going to shuffle them so that we can get a kind of more accurate picture of what to expect in this next month. So give me a moment to do that. My sinuses have been so crazy. So if I sound like a little bit socked up, it's literally because I am. It's like my nose is like, ugh, right now. I've been taking my colloidal silver nose spray, which has been really awesome, but it's still, yeah. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that. Let me go ahead and finish doing this reading. So let's go ahead and pull 6 more cards, and I will tell you what I see here. Okay, I've seen some of these cards come up already, and I'm already getting some information here. So, all right. So, we have the Star card. So this is the quintessential card of hope. This is the card that everything is going to work out and play out the way that you want it to, or the way that you need it to, you know. But it's not going to be exactly at this moment. And the 4 of Rods comes up and says, right now you might see other people in your life have some sort of successes, and it might even make you feel a little bit like, oh, where's mine? Right now, sometimes the best way, sorry, that was my dog coming in from the backyard. Um, Sometimes the best way for you to cultivate that energy within your life of abundance is for you to learn how to be happy when abundance happens for others. And so this is sort of just another tool in your toolbox, in your magician's toolbox, for you to use in order to create a better outcome for yourself. The Page of Rods is here in reverse. So, there is news that is coming, but that news is going to be delayed, or there is something coming that you've been waiting for, but that is going to be delayed. And so just expect probably not to hear anything until about the first week of April on whichever situation that you've been waiting for to kind of come to fruition. But I have the 9 of Cups. And so the way that things are laid out right now is the energy is around for you to have exactly what you want. So that could be in terms of a relationship. That could be in terms of, waiting to hear on a job opportunity or a housing situation. But the good news is coming. And it's going to be, and all the cups point to you. All the cups, it's the wish fulfillment card. And so everything is set up for you to have exactly what you want. So even in this time, it's really funny. I actually told one of my friends, I think, well, I'm trying to remember exactly what I said. May time only increase your power. So sometimes by waiting, you have a better chance or a better opportunity to have more. You just have to be a little bit more patient. The 5 of Cups is just kind of a warning, like, don't get stuck in this energy. Don't get stuck in thinking that everything is failed, or because you haven't heard something. Sorry, my nose itches again. Ugh. These allergies have been crazy. Don't get stuck in the energy of just because you haven't heard anything yet that you're not going to hear anything. Just, you need to wait it out. You need to be a little bit more patient. And if you don't hear exactly what you want to hear yet, there is more energies coming that are going to actually probably look a lot better than you could have even expected or hoped for. You know, so so this is going to be in terms of what I was talking about the first. Sorry, hold on. The first week of April. Around the first week of April, I would even say to probably mid-month April, right around the time we do this reading again. We have the Chariot card. So remember, I told you in the beginning that it's just not time to move on yet, that this cycle that you're in, you need to just kind of like wait it out for a second so that you can actually gather all the information that you need before you move forward. This Chariot card comes up and says, by the time we do this reading again, you will be moving on. The cycle will have ended. You would have gathered all the information that you needed to get to the next place. And so just be just a little bit more patient right now, but it's all yours. The 9 of Cups came up, and this is for you. And so sometimes what you think you want isn't exactly what is going to be the biggest and best expression of yourself, and you might have another energy come in that's going to be a lot better. I had a friend one time. I keep quoting all my friends, but I had a friend one time who was talking to me, and at the time I think I was dating a Gemini, so it's kind of funny that we're doing this reading right now. But I had a friend who told me, she's like, remember that sometimes the seeds that you plant in one field grow, they spring up in another. So it's like you're planting seeds and you're thinking the seeds are going to plant where you are, but they might be planting, they might be springing up in the future in a much better way. And so just make sure you keep planting those great seeds so they spring up wherever they're supposed to. And wherever they're supposed to spring up is going to ultimately lead to exactly what you want, even if it doesn't look like it right now. Okay? So that's the reading. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. I will see you next month for your April mid-month reading. All right, bye.